That actually does make a little bit more sense that for AGO just gonna get it out of there considering they don't play it at all and start off over on Mirage. Smoke XE coming down towards the A site. A lot of utility over the top for the T's.
Here comes the set piece as standard. They're going to take down ZTR to kick things off. Roland with the opening kill here in this map-ups. Following up from Reet, taking out Rez into the back lines, and Reet's going to continue facing around the corner. Try catch off this player that's out here over on the CT defensive. Nork, however, swings back, takes two. Hampus takes one of his own, drops that bomb, and a confident start from AGO. Now left to Roland to clutch it. He does find one of the three players that remain, but faced in by both at the same time. Allows the kill to come through for Plopsky. Yeah, versus the SMGs as well for the NIP side. Of course, pushing those ones very heavily in towards that mid-control, and they do get shut down by the massive players that are out there. Nice start, nades back, that'll do some damage. Of course, no Kevlar means there's no real protection against the HE damage. Nor's just happy to put more utility up here and try and deny any sort of map control for the T-side line. They're continuing to face. That's not...
You think as well, even for ZTR, let's just say it gets 2 kills with this MP9 into the apartments. No one's really on rotating position, so this could be a chance even for a bomb plant for the T-side.
Well, ZTR mops them up coming in towards the apartments, does get traded to a 2 versus 2. Plenty of money being gained by that SMG, but you're right, the bomb has crossed towards the B side. Incendiary is going to come through, Plopsky is going to be dealt with, or he's going to be contested by Rowland. The plant to be secured, they missed their shots. Bomb plant faked once actually, I would have thought they would have stuck it entirely just to get themselves the plant position. The SMG is going to try and face towards that M4 though, try to do its damage, taking a significant amount of it, but Rez comes in to bail him out. Rowland trades it one-on-one now, Plopsky's so low on health, it all comes up to the time we're going to face Rowland. Seen him, and he gets the shot to get a 3K and secure the conversion for 8.
That B side, they're going to start bringing players back. You've got that single individual out towards the default position. Fiku finds that entry, and he was a player that was super impressive yesterday against Sinners.
And I want to be keeping your eyes on him, seeing how well he does. 1 frag to his name. Further smokes down, Reet's backed up. The Rowland will get the kill on ZTR. So 5 on 3 following suit. Deagle still held towards CT. Plopsky in the cubby corner, and Reet's is reading this. Checking out the main corners, however, of the sniper's nest, and eventually looks the wrong way at the wrong time, allows an AK to fall to the favour of the CT forces, but Snatchy deals with Hampus at CT spawn, and now the best play here is to grab that AK and save it. I say that, and Plopsky refaces, having no choice. He's got to cross back over to that sniper's nest angle, so Rez alone in a 1 versus 4. No kit, no utility, he's looking for exits. This round will not go his way, and does catch Ryan at least. Not quite taking out Fiku, though.
Things looked really good for them, but then unfortunately, not even being able to win a single map against Furia and that rematch against VP, who we saw going into the grand finals from mid that hasn't really seen anything. Snatchy's in from ladder room. We know that Rez is playing in window, and A side's completely clear. Now they know the stack has to be over at B.
Do some damage, take some weapons away from the AGO side. And that's a good start there for Hampus. A good kill on Snatchy, but Fiku there to trade it, sees that second player. He's got to get a teammate in to recover that AWP. Don't want to lose that at this stage, and Fiku will combine with Furlan to clean up the next couple of kills.
Towards top mid or ramp, he's been able to strike and going very aggressive with a great mid spawn. Flash over the top, fighting so far forward, in towards connector. Snatchy gets the first, looking for the second, and he gets it. What is this from Snatchy?
Hell of a start is what it is. Straight aggression, shutting down 2 players. Only 1 trade on Fiku, and he's still there in connector. Rez has seen him and will be able to find the trade. So that bit of aggression will actually get punished here by the NIP side, but
I don't think he's jump spotting. Finally, he does get that information, spots both players.
AUG in the midst of the smoke takes out Reetz as the first facer. Rez there to back him up, take out Furlan next, and Rowland standing behind the sniper's nest. The 1 on 3 does see Hampus, but only a shoulder bait and a shot coming.
Yeah, Furlan's just going to try and pull distractions away. ZTR spots him out for Palace, gets 2, not quite that 3rd kill. Good trade comes back, and now Rez falls, and even the NWP's in towards a shot control. Oh, big shot in from Snatchy, and after ZTR again.
Possibilities there with the smoke going down, try to go for the ninja. No one can try and block this off directly, not from the connector control at the very least. Spraying through the smoke might be their best bet. Seeing 1 player spray through, Furlan sees them both, does damage to both as well. Not getting either kill. The Orb will be watching one side and re-smoke down from Plopsky. Still doesn't go down, but Nork will fall to Rowland. Furlan will clean up from that pass control. Kill found easy, no potential to trade, no potential doing damage towards that player. Might catch the player at short. A fantastic set of entries here in the 5v3.
Fiku had his eyes locked on towards that dark position, but a really awkward couple of timings coming through from AGO. We see Rowland trying to get boosted up in towards window, but instead, rather than looking towards short, he's looking at window itself. Means that there's 2 players left. They've already seen the connector presence come through. Nice tag out from the AWP, but this is going to be a cleanup round for NIP.
Rez with the next kill on Snatchy, and Reet's left alone, edge of the Molotov. Rez makes it a tidy triple. Alice Rez is going to be the contact player as the AK of ZTR is going to be in the backlines here towards the city spawn. And Rez does catch off Reetz, take him down. Only player that's been seen, however, ZTR taking some damage. Swing back on the flashbang, does not see that play, does not extend so far enough into the connector control. ZTR falls to the AWP. Rez with a great adjustment on Furlan, and now Snatchy gives himself up towards Hampus. So 4 versus 2. Bomb yet to cross. 30 seconds left. Rez with the adjustments. Oh, man. Yeah, Plopsky going to aggress forward alongside Rez. Both players going to be together. That could be the lineups, but Plopsky only gets 1. Rez can trade it back with the M4, at least turn it to a 4 versus 3. That's well and truly to the favour of the CT side. Furlan going to try act towards the short split, and he goes down a hand with a simple...
Stay alive too, and Nork is even reading that the boost is going to come in from window. Easy kill, drops that bomb. This round is done. Statue's in a 1 versus 4.
They're not going to hunt him, though. They will just hold off these exit frag positions. These are defensive lines. He does manage to bait out Rez for a moment, but bunny hopping for a second. Whether they can convert that first kill in on this particular round. Incendiary's down. Here comes the hit for the T-side. Utility out of the game. Flashbangs in. Hampus finds the opener. Doubles up on Fiku. Can't make it a triple. That's what Plopsky's there for in the axe control. Deals with 2. Hampus makes his triple happen in the end. The kill. The spray through the wall. Good enough to tag him to 50, but not enough to open up the round. Nork almost did right there. Missing his shot against Snatchy. Landed the leg, and Snatchy can respond towards it. Fiku and Reetz also come in with kills. Plopsky on short gets 1. Rez can get a second, but that's as far as it goes for him. 1v3 for the AUG, trying to boost on top of the box, look towards Palace, but focusing on the site retake here. He's got the kit, HE, and a flash, and surely a very undoable task for him.
Yeah, 1 versus 3. And if AGO play this right and just don't peek at all, then there's just no chance this is going to happen for Plopsky. It really needs to just hope that the CT side are just going to start making mistakes and just start swinging out into the open. Furlan's relatively low. The swing comes through from CT, and Finky's going to be able to...
Out of the basic locks out for NIP, so it's straight Angels. No defuse kit in for AGO. Could be a concern if the retake's got to come through, and that's looking likely. With 3 frags found, haven't checked dark. Rez sees that player now, but Snatchy looking to deny, gets himself a kill alongside Fiku at CT spawn, but now he's the last player standing with a backstab incoming from the likes of ZTR. We'll catch him off, we'll take him down, and NIP storm their way into the... Snatchy being the boost-up player on the boxes, and you're right about the split. Furlan, hell of a task ahead of him, tagged up, facing, tapping through. Snatchy, great to catch 1 off guard, turns around for a double, in fact, actually. Not ready for this position. Plopsky finally gets that trade. But Furlan's still here on the side. Swings back, that's a good headshot. Needs to get Hampus next with that bomb being dropped out in the open. There's no backup for him. He's back up top mid. He's been seen, but not quite taken out. Furlan getting closer and closer, though. Hampus forced to reposition. Backup has arrived on the CT side. I know that bomb is here, and a short player coming up to try and support it now. Nork will get back here. 2 line up for Hampus, though. Shuts down Fiku and Furlan, and now it's all left to Reetz. Still being seen. Swing back, shot missed out, and Hampus will just secure the round.
Oh, just gets off the angle at the worst time. They've now taken a little bit of this top connector control, and here comes the dive in through. The player under Dark does get a couple of kills and even drops that bomb. Rez and Hampus now need to bring it back from themselves.
They found Radon at least with a 4 versus 2. Fiku so tagged up. Furlan still held there to underpass, and Rez has no idea. It's Hampus out connector here on the stairs. Not seeing any of the CT side. Does catch that player over at default. That's a start. Needs to be just as amazing as his teammates have been so far in this round, and it's just not going to happen for him.
Been quite aggro around this window position in the last couple of rounds. Rallen hearing that bomb getting dropped too, so a lot of information being found here. Peek with it, and more kills start coming through from Fiku. Ooh, okay.
Ooh. 1 deagle back from Plopsky, though. And that's the damage that the Pistols are hoping for. Any more than that, then that'll be fantastic. Grab that bomb and try to split it into that B site. However, they know that he's gone towards underpass, and they should know that the short control is under T side presence. Furlan's got a bit of a task, however, takes a lot of damage. They got to run right now, though. They got to overwhelm him and take him down before backup can arrive. And well, that's a little bit too late. Fiku is already here to the site. M4 swinging 15 seconds, and Plopsky goes down with the bomb out in the apartments. Nork has now got to go falling of his own right, and Furlan catches his 3K. Back towards the apartments, he re-enters to the B site, and if this kill comes through for Hampus, then this could be the site opened up on the rotation inbound, but Snatchy still gets the kill. Plopsky returns to a 3 versus 3 situation, and time is of the essence now for this side. Taps up first through Incendiaries back and forth. Missed utility from the CT should allow a bomb plant to come through.
Snatchy's going to try and hold with the AWP, and he does from CT. Don't tell me they're just going to push through this top COD smoke. Plopsky's on the other side of it. Rallen's thinking this could be his chance. Both players are so close to one another, but the timing works out for the CTs, and Rallen even makes it too. A really nice attempt from Hampus. He's able to get into window, get in.
Scope in for the AWP. Nork trying to open things up, but can't seem to get the opening kill out the sniper's nest. Flashes in now. AWP at the CT side, peeks in, and Snatchy catches Rez. His aggression works well, but he doesn't overextend. Get that first. Furlan also aggressive down here towards the apartments and gets Plopsky as well. Suppressing fire from the wall back. Snatchy can trade back Fiku's death, and it's a 4-on-2 for AGO. NIP falling to pieces in the mid-control. It's maybe the Orbis angles. Maybe how tagged up Furlan could be from the apartments, but even he's outside of the position. Hampus doesn't even check out the ladder room, which is where Rallen's holding from. So quiet in this round, and it pays off for them in the end with a kill being found, and now ZTR in a 1-on-4. If he wins this clutch, I would be damn well impressed. I think you would be too, Dweg. But no, Snatchy with the AWP, so ready for it.
And Rallen swinging out, may even be able to spot out that bomb. It all just comes down to a matter of timing. Is anyone watching this here for the T side? ZTR's going to swing, Rallen committing to the spray, and even makes it a double now.
One player at CT, haven't got anyone at jungle, which might be the main concern for Fiku as he's about to face against 3 hungry T-side players, and he's not ready for that. Kill found, adjustment immediate from Furlan here towards Market as he's ready to receive them. The AWP is Snatchy will also reposition back here towards the CT spawn. USP out against the rifles, 30 seconds, the time is ticking, and again, this Firebox player could be the guy to try and secure the defensive. They see one player across, the bomb's being spotted right there, tapped through, wallbang not quite attempted, and now Reed swings, takes 1 and 2, left towards one player of Plopsky. He does find a trade, and that second kill, but no more than that second kill. Furlan finally shuts him down. And both players are going to face. Rallen was nothing to do with that face, but could be shot in the back of his own right. Hammers closing in and does get the kill. Okay, that's a good enough start here for the CTs, but Snatchy with a response. ZTR finding his response back over to that mid-control, shutting down the AWPer.
Campbell stacking up towards the B side with that lurk coming in. This is a good read. Oh!
But Rez shuts it down. And now left the Fiku on the side defender to deal with them all. If he gets this round together, this would be absolutely amazing, but only finding the 1 kill, and that's all.
And NIP, will they survive for a little bit longer, Jay? It's only 4 more in a row to get to overtime. NIP going to start to try and split their way in towards this A site, and it's going to be that one player of Connector that could be the one to try and force the CTs out into the open.
Orb ready, takes fight, lands a collateral tag, allows Furlan an easy couple of kills. 2k for him, the Orb peeks back and reeks up at Palace, takes the 16th for AGO, 11 to NIP. They can see map 1 as the pole.
We'll have to see if they can bring that confidence back over from the first map into the second. Starting off from the T side, it's going to be Rez to get that first pick. Nice duel comes out from Fiku, and they don't know about Reeds and sandbags. Fiku even makes it 2 now.
Nicely done there on those 2 frags, 4 versus 3 as a result. AGO maintaining the trades, but they left 1 player alone towards the A site. What can Rallen do against 3? Facing 1, tap through, ZTR drops in and drops him all the same. Tabs 3 from Fiku just find that 1 headshot back, though he's got a triple so far in this round, and now his teammates are facing together. HG is going to try drive 1 T-side player away. Rez faces round the corner alongside Nork, tempting face, but Rez goes down, so it's all left towards.
Making that sound cue, know that he's back over towards the A side. Just going to stick the bomb straight away.
Running out of time, PTFD against 3. Impossible clutch, and he only gets that 1 frag for it. Fiku shutting him down. I mean, there was very low HP. And that bomb held against the T-stairs, actually. Yeah, no, Nork's not moving there with the scout, and Statue adjusts against Hampus. Well placed there to turn around and get the opener. Retake got to come through from the AGO side, and they are all held out here. Got smoke at the ready, incendiary flash from HG as well. Reets takes face and takes frag. Rez to fall. Fama next to face here from ZTR. He's ready to receive the T-side contact, and Rallen might be their player that comes out. 2 players facing, and they both go down towards it. ZTR turning the man advantage back for NIP. Statue catches Plops getting into the smoke to a 2 versus 2, but no time for the defuse with no kit in play for the CT side, and this will be a return round for NIP once again.
Oh, Furlan just gets out of there somehow. Whether he can save towards CT is going to be another question, and he does so. Very slow start. Maybe just a rush out towards a banana position for the T's.
1-for-1 trades here from Hampus and Snatchy. Hampus, however, turning up the M4. Still Rallen gets the kills, and AWP forced to take wallbang kills, taking damage quite significantly here on the T side. If Roland found that HP player in any sort of position here, he's got a smoke at the ready so we can try to fall them back. And he's actually going to recall for rotations and smoke out the main cross here at the last couple of seconds.
Oh!
Rez gets turned on by Snatchy. A big adjustment from the AWP call, looking the wrong way at the end of the smoke. Now Furlan's got players ready to receive. Plopsky has no idea. Kill come through. ZTR drops next. And North going to 1 versus 5. Left alone to fall away for NIP. And the second will go to the board of AGO. A fantastic rifle coming in from the CT side.
No one falls. They could pick up all of...
Dealt with on the frags out, and Snatchy's ready for a little bit more out of this position. Several players coming forward, and well, he's just going to double up nice and easy. And he was so good in that first map. In the second map, he doesn't look like he's missed a single beat so far. Hampus will try to see if he can isolate one of his teammates back here towards quad, but one of the splitting players in towards the A site. They have left apartment's entrance pretty openly contested. Rez will make his way out. Snatchy in with a kill back on Hampus from that brackets control. Triple up for him. ZTR will also fall in the interim. And Reitz will double up on Rez because he's been a thorn in their side. You know, again, one of the main entities of that last map up and here in this one. Again, it feels like he's not lost any level of confidence whatsoever. Nades up, ZTR and Hampus to fall down to the early EP. Aggression from the Banana control. It is an eco round coming in from the T side, so should expect these rifles to clean house and take no casualties, but I believe this is... Reed's backed up, spray through that Thrall and catching Plopsky at the right moment. So perfect again. And now the AWP is Snatchy sneaking out from App. ZTR had no idea. Did get legged out, but now Reed's with a chance to take him and a teammate down. Smoke on second face, and ZTR is going to go falling so easy. It's not even a challenge right now for AGO.
Oh my goodness, they are making some of these plays look like NIP are fools. I mean, Snatchy just starts pushing out from the apartment, sees so many players. The B players end up playing incredibly passive now. Furlan and Fiku peeking on each other. This could be another...
Taking no comebacks. No consolation prizes, no silver lining whatsoever. Snatchy so ready for Nork, takes him down. 40 seconds. AWP in on Snatchy, seeing 1, seeing 2, taken down, and Roland cleans up those next 2 players that cross successfully. 1 kill found by ZTR, so finally they have found that silver lining, but slowly wrapping round the corner, looks to bracket, sees Rez and takes him down, because that's what Snatchy's like. 4 on 3. Regaining the man advantage. The contact player towards B is seeing nothing, so the 3 players that are stacked on A can continue to hold their weapons. Wait and bait, AWP in. Finally, Nork trades back Snatchy, catches him off and takes it to a 3-on-3. Now the backstab's starting to come through from Banana as they realize there's probably going to be an A play. Smokes down, Incendiary's out, going to try and stall for extra time here for the AGO side. Player coming out of the balcony is ZTR, falling away from Furlan, seeing the spray come through, unable to get the kill. Reitz on the other hand takes his frag play, makes it a double, but Nork turns up with the AWP and gets it to a 1-on-1 with Fiku closing in real quick towards this short control. Nork caught in the wrong way. AK just got to creep up. He doesn't get the kill. Nork with a chance to turn up a quadra clutch. Nade back to his angle, but Fiku shuts him down and wins the round again for the CT side. They're going to continue to try play like this. Look at Roland pushing up. Will he catch ZTR? Is ZTR ready for this? Well, Rez is. Gets downstairs towards Mexico, takes 2 frags, and Plopsky finds Fiku over on the B site. Reed's still here towards brackets, takes 1 frag before he's traded. And now Furlan stands alone. At last, at long last, NIP are going to find a way to shut down AGO's round streak.
To creep up if they keep losing rounds. They should be pretty much all right getting all the way to the end of the half.
And if they get shut down once again, there's just going to be momentum swing back to the favour of the CT side, and a half being won by that CT side force. Look how aggressive Fiku's going to get here towards Banana. Oh! This is going to work wonderfully. And the nade's back on Hampus, tagging him to 19. What a start into this round. Wasn't a case that they got shut down. It's the aggression that allowed it to happen, and just taken out so effectively. Nade's on. Roland peeks in from Cubby, and Rez in a 1-on-5. Bomb dropped. The CTs probably know about it. Either way, he's got to isolate every single duel against every one of these players. He's found that first, not quite finding that second, was close towards the taps, but all CTs are closing in, so he's got no escape here. He's got to go for the A plant, get every kill on the way to it. Flash in, sees 1, taken back by that 1.
Needs to get involved in the site. 50 seconds left on the clock. NIP are going to start this short exie.
Smoke goes down, a block off the apartments. Hampers is solo. HG's coming up. Good adjustment from Reeds. Rez can take the trade. It's all left towards Snatchy on site. Gets that first. Peeks in for the second. Up against Rez, who's already there. Sees that gun barrel. Peek up. Headshot is found. Now turn around 180 to the 1v1. I think he knows where Fiku is. They're going to tap that bomb. Try and force him to peek. Go back towards the B side. Time getting into this position. He's got to act super quick. Kit is in play, making noise. Rez peeking out to the left, turn away to the right, and there's that volley in towards Blue Box. He burns and doesn't get the kill, but he stalled for enough time. Does Fiku have this defuse? Oh. Yes, he does, but just...
For NIP, they're even just getting swung on upon an aggressive play out from mid. They might be able to drop that bomb and at least get the information onto Nork. The AWP now from Snatchy does get traded out 1-for-1, and ZTR is going to be able to find more entries.
Orp is taking first face. He's got to land his first shot, and he misses. Does not go down for it. Look at how close Farland wants to get as a result. Baiting in the Orp shot, flashbang in, takes that one kill, and gets it to evens once again. The AK of Fiku facing in. Does he see that player? No, he doesn't. And Rez peeks up, takes that frag back. Orp looking for wallbang shots. Connecting it, Deagle onto the head, but he's not quite finding the kill. Knows that Rez is back there, finally secures the wallbang, turns up towards the AK, Deagle on side, and the play of ZTR being so passive about this here towards the short control. Farland has not got time for the defuse, and he goes down for it as a result. Execution coming in with the Glocks out, USP in the back line of Hampers, seeing one player. Flotsky out towards the old grill position, takes a double up for it. CZ completely without Kevlar, still gets the kills together. Snatchy can trade back on Nork at the CT cross. They're playing in to try and continue towards the B campaign. Hampers seeing that bomb planter, CZ continuing to burst up. Now isolated, Snatchy takes him down, Furlan finds a response to a 3-on-2.
Rowland's got to check behind him, and his Rez is already there into the banana position. Back to a 2-versus-2. The bomb is getting planted, and Furlan gets another kill in the round. He makes it 2 up with his teammate Snatchy, and now Rez has got to try and pull the pieces together. Bait and switch setup, both players peeking out towards a new box position. Rez is going to find the first and the second, and finally a clutch goes the way of NIP.
Again, and when they do, can NIP deny the map victory coming through? Well, they'll start things off great in this round by taking out the AK.
Oh, look at this play coming in from Hampers too. In the backlines, jeez. Long-range kills out from the MP9, just cleaning up. AK gets dropped now from Snatchy, so this round's done. He's seen the bomb. There is one kill that comes in from Rowland, but this round probably shouldn't find any more success than just that one kill.
Burst up, Nork taking that kill. And Rowland will fall next up, nice and easy. Way once per map. Khalil's in, pacing forward for Rourke. Gets the kill together on the first kill of Rowland. I'm surprised he got that far with it. And the smoke goes down towards the site itself on the stairs area. Incendiary's coming through. T-side player's going to push forward. Ovid takes that fight in. Fiku taking damage. Plopsky combines with Hampers to take that frag together. Now 2 standing for the T side. That bomb can make its way to site. If they can get Plopsky, they can get a plant in. Hampers also being low is not going to continue to face, so the plant can be secured now.
And 2-versus-3, this is still very winnable for Ago, but they've got to get an advantage somewhere. And even that, Molly's going to be able to force Furlan out into the open, meaning that Reeds has got to try and clutch a 1-versus-3. He's done the first.
Needs to get the next 2. ZTR, next facing player, headshot, got to get lined up. But the crosshair's a little bit off beside.
T-side are really struggling to be able to bait out this utility. Rez going to flash his way through the CT smoke, get 2 kills. Not quite a third one as Fiku finds a bit of a trade back. Rowland's been able to sneak in towards CT, but without that bomb in his control, this is going to be another great round for NIP.
Those are some clinical shots from Rez. That basically is what dismantled it. Not quite ready for Rowland. They do catch that one player off guard, but a 1v4 for him needs to be a little bit better than what Rez's shots will output. A CT player continuing to creep on the back lines, and Rowland just not ready for it. NIP, 2 of them, not getting any kills, but Fiku and Furlan are very, very low.
And more pressure starts coming through. They even somehow get a kill through the smoke. And what is going on here? Oh, they've made it so many. I do not know how those entries came in so quick.
I don't know what this match has turned into, but the smoke down out towards the outside position of the A site as well. block off the stairs position. There's one CT that's going to reposition back over to that long control, and Plopsky will open things up. Take down 2 players in brackets. Fiku going to get 1 response in for the T side. Can it continue down this path? ZTR held back into the back corner, sees Fiku, takes him out. Reitz can respond towards it. Bomb on the site, and now 1 or 2 players remaining. 1 player in apartments. There's a backstab creeping in from Plopsky. He's been seen and he's been taken out. It's all on Reitz now. 1v3 for the 4K clock. They know that he's here somewhere on site. Caught looking the wrong way by Plopsky. Tags at the 36. Incendiary's coming through, and the USP will finish the job. It's AWP as well if they want to get that bomb out towards the A site. Slow face in. That's going to be a kill. Fantastic start for Nork in this one. Smokes down across. Disallows any further aggression.
Lucky utility. Ooh, Furlan's been able to cross out, but this is good crosshair placement coming in from Plopsky out from Arch. Gets that first and makes it a second. Hampus getting involved too, meaning that Reitz is now at a 1 versus 5. And, well, NIP, you just
bring it back. And the Ninjas will do unto Ago what they did unto them previously, but nothing like that came through a Mirage. Snatchy straight in to shut down the first kill. Gap in the smoke, I believe, is what was spotted that. I don't know if it was a kill through the smoke or for the gap, but either way, it's a start for AGO.
They needed just something like that, some sort of advantage. Nork going to try and look back. I think he may have been seen by one of those T-side players, and Rez looks like he wants to try and swing as well. Drops that bomb, gets the kill back, and makes it 2! He gets a flag! What is that from Rez?
You just can't stop him! Snatchy and Furlan, now Furlan the fall, Snatchy all that remains. And Rez has turned it around. All his teammates need to do is hold the line and now have this map under their grasp. They're closing in the backstab. The bomb has been crossfired by 3 players. A 4th man coming in from the back lines. Rez will get a quadra to close it. Appropriate enough for NIP. 16-11 on map 2 as we head towards 3. Come through for the T side. Did that explode in the midst of the air? I believe that was a very weird angle. Oh, ZTR will have to face it against them. Sprays through, Furlan catches that 1 kill. They think it might be a site clear, but Plopsky in the midst of the smoke being spotted out takes that 1 trade. 1 trade from Furlan will come through, and the scout is also dealt with.
Picking this force buy apart really easily. The opening scout pick comes through from Snatchy out from long, and from there they just get the cross smokes down. They trade out really evenly. Plopsky for a moment looks like he could be on for at least something hiding in that smoke. But Rez, the guy who has really been the top performer for NIP in this series,
flashes and smokes over towards the long controls. Once again, Asia are playing in towards long, and they see that mass amount of CT presence there towards mid. Snatchy is going to go away with tags and frags for it. Several players low, 1 player dead. And the CT is just stacking up towards this short presence on towards the CT spawn as well. 3 players heavily tagged up, so this shouldn't be too much of a worry indeed. Reitz lines up 2 kills. Bralin gets another. And, well, Scout setting against Hampus Roland actually, and they're making no contact established. 1 player might be seen there to the short position. Flashes continue going over here from the T-side line, and Rez does isolate Furlan, take him down. Trump double up against Reitz, and indeed he does. VQ responds towards it. AWP did see 1 head of a player crossing. Roland with the adjustment. That's big to a 3-on-3. Now Fiku can strike, gets 1 and 2 with Snatchy coming in the interim, and Fiku with a triple. Smoke and flash their way in towards this short control for the AGO side, and they've got a backstab incoming from Plopsky as well. They've got to act quick and get themselves into the site. Rez still gets the flag on Reitz. Furlan finds 1. Plopsky can clean up that bomb planter in the mid control. Fiku leaning in through the B doors does catch 1 player, at least take that frag back, but they've got to recover that bomb from mid, and Fiku doing his best is not good enough. Furlan in a 1 versus 3 now on NIP.
Furlan's been able to spot out the ramp player. If he can get that first pick, there could be a chance of getting the bomb in, but Plopsky's going to swing out.
They've got their heads on a swivel. 1 player making his way back into the house, and Furlan can deal the damage. Rez will fall as the first kill.
At least they're ready for it. They know it happened in the last round, and they're waiting for it again. Peak might even come straight into the AWP. It depends on whether there's an angle over the top of that smoke, a chance for Snatchy, and now it's a 5-on-3. This round is pretty much finished.
That's a good call there. Well placed there for the man who made his way towards that B side. They're going to leave a lot of T side players over here, though. What's going on? The kills are still coming through for the T side, but again, why would you risk that potential of losing yourself to the stacked up players that are here on the A site control? What? Rollin? Really? Really? How?
He's got his headphones on backwards or something, mate. Alright, they know now. They know now that he's up towards T-spawn, but yeah, I'm with you there. They get the kill.
ZTR down in the pit control, sees two, takes one, transfers the spray back to the second. Blobsky supporting, taking out the short players, but Rallen and Reeks getting those kills together. Now suddenly Nork is alone, and he almost lined it up. But Snatchy turns up that orb. I don't know, there was a wallbang, so I can assume he shot for his teammate or something. 3 on 2, Rallen down towards the stairs. Rez doesn't read the position whatsoever, and jump facing will go down for it. The USP of Hampus can clean up one, but he's got 2 more to find.
It comes down to another clutch situation, but Snatchy is still...
The tunnels area, there is a player leaning up from lower. Keep your eyes on Plopsky, he's got an AK. He's going to see them all. He takes that first frag, but sees the other players, does not patiently wait for the secondary kills to come through. Furlan can trade. ZTR with the Deagle gets 2, and Reitz shuts him down, but now he's the last player remaining. Both CTs coming in from the B doors, and he accounts for that. Molotovs it down. Puts the plants in, and now the AK set to clutch it in. Once again, Plopsky with that AK. Ducked down past the big box. Sees Nork. Transfers that spray, does damage through the boxes, but not able to get the kill. Oh! And Reitz will just control the round. There's Snatchy taking out Plopsky, starting things off on the right foot here. Smokes onto the A site. ZTR and Hampus will combine to deal with Rallen, at least to a 4-on-4. 40 seconds of that mid-control player falls on the AWP of Nork is ready for Furlan here now on the short control. So, man advantage tips the favour of NIP, but Snatchy catches Rez. They're going to line up for ZTR though. Takes 2 to return. Now Snatchy, they're flown for the ace clutch. Can't land his flicks, did do some damage. Close range against ZTR, turn back towards the site. Knows that orb's bearing down upon him. He swings, gives away a pixel's worth of information. Oh, Snatchy with a quadra. P250 out. Nork is low. He's right behind the short boxes. Seeing pixels. Oh, Snatchy! Oh, Snatchy! Oh, Snatchy!
And has NIP got to call another one of those tack pauses, Jay? I'm kind of thinking that they might have to.
Just want to watch this Snatchy ace one more time. They've been trying to get this out of the replays for the longest time ever.
Oh.
So we can admire it one more time. Like, this guy...
It's good.
Like,
yeah.
He has been so good across all 3. Re-smokes down to that cross. They're drawing a lot of attention here on the CT side. No one's on the B defensive, so this will be another stack that AJ have to deal with. Plopsky looking above the smoke on the big box, giving away his position. Rallen can take that kill. See that short player transfer back towards that scout individual. Eventually take a triple as Fiku backs him up, and this is a clean-up round from the T side.
Not even a point of damage has been done. Just some great entries, good crosshair placement. And it looks to be what is an 11th round for AGO. Another round on the streak to 2 from them, to try and make it 6 in a row. And
the A site commit flashes over. 1 player out. Nork is flashed off. Secondary flash coming in. No Molotovs towards the backlines. Here comes that flash in the end. Nork turns away from it though. Can land a shot on Furlan as a result. Rez cleans up Reitz. And now 2 left standing. Both for the exact same position here on the short control. Snatchy trying to force the issue, but missing his shots for once. Rallen does come up to support him, but Snatchy on 3 points of health. Rallen's got to be the man to do the heavy lifting. If the HE lands close, then that player is a goner. The bomb's also been dropped on the short presence. They've got to plant for sure. They're out of utilities now. The orb is on lock, and Nork doesn't miss. Order Rallen for his own clutch in this round. If he pulls this off, I'd be vastly impressed. He's walked past the bomb, though. Looking on ramp, sees that head. Oh, he's tapped through, but does not get the transfer to... Flashes in, taps 2 on the USPs. Also flashes at the ready, swing back. Reitz can't land the kills here. Snatchy tapping through Reitz, and Snatchy gonna try to push forward, but they lose a 2-for-1, a 3-for-1 trade, and that's what I'm talking about. Furlan trying to jump face with the USP, pull off 1 good kill on ZTR, looks back towards short. Did he see Plopsky? I think he knows. Can't land towards those headshots, looks back there, taps through. Fiku gets 1 more. Red's on a 1 versus 1, taps through, deals with Furlan. All left to Fiku now. He's been the other bright spot for this AGO side, and he makes the round work. Kit in play, upgrade pistol found. Looking on for that short control as well. Rez might not be ready, and he gets shot down for it. That's a 2-for-1. Scout watching, nades up. Damage being done to several T-side players. Good scout shot again. Getting the tag, not quite the kill. The second phase not going to be as successful. The third one does find that player in the end, and Reitz is there to support it as the scout continues to tap every single player he finds. Snatchy
to try and get into the semi-finals of the second cup. What a change-up that is.
Yeah, they made significant changes coming into this tournament on this lineup, and it's worked out for the better for AGO. Already finding the opening kill. Snatchy doesn't stop! You can't beat him! Give up! It's over! AGO having their AWPer continuing to face. If he gets a third kill, sees that one player, finally he's dealt with, but it's a 2-for-1.
There's still so much more utility for the CTs to work with on the site itself. Furlan and Reitz trying to play together, trying to work around this CT smoke, seeing if they can peek on each other's contact. The bomb's out there for Plopsky that gets another entry. ZTR is also going to be able to find a pick, and now it's a man advantage up for the T side.
Nork spotted by Rana, and the backlines coming through from the long control. Both players pushing up. Do they think that Fiku is close? Well, they're going to have to realize that now. Gets that kill. Plopsky trades it one-on-one. AK v AK, HP advantage for Roland. Coming in towards the CT spawn area. He's got no kit. There is one drop to the side. Plopsky looking around, sees his man, but Roland shuts it down.
Out towards the B side, we saw Snatchy get a 1 versus 3. We then saw the 1 versus 1 from Fiku in the pistol, and now another clutch ends up coming through from Rowland. We are seeing NIP not capitalize on those clutch attempts, and they have all not quite falling back. Instead, he's going to have a teammate of Reitz who's pressuring the under tunnel position. The AK misses the spray, and Reitz gets the first.
You just can't win. You just can't win. NIP gonna get backstabbed in as well. They tried this on their CT side. Roland's about to dish out a bit of their own medicine. Plopsky caught looking the wrong way. Snatchy is gonna get spotted and taken back, but Roland ready the backlines. He's creeping and screeping and sees where Hampus is. Hampus does find his man, do damage and force that player away. So now there's 2 players on single digits of health. Nork on shore, not gonna be detected by Furlan. He sees him now, but misses his shot. Hampus can get those 2 frags as a result of it. They will find the trade, and a 3-on-2 scenario can ensue. Maybe NIP might be able to survive for 1 extra round, it seems.
I'm surprised they're even trying to go for this. There's not a lot of economy here at all from AGO. And look, maybe looking for a little bit too much there. I think faster for them. Reed's even getting hunted out from the T spawn. Does take another player down with him, and he'll be able to hold on to an AK for at least 1 more round.
Getting closer and closer as it continues onwards, so rifles out, heavy stack in. Plopsky and Hampus will be able to combine and get those 2 kills on Fiku and Furlan. So nice effort there with the long stack, but it's not going to work out for them.
A great chance for NIP to really start just clawing these rounds one at a time. But we knew that certainly out in Inferno, AGO had like a pretty decent lead and sort of started bottling it. It ended up going the other way. Not saying that that's going to happen on Dust 2, but at least trying to make it competitive. Reeds on the side's going to try and stay alive for a little bit longer.
Molotov's in out to that short plant position. Reitz will hold on to 1 frag, but only 1 frag. 2 overall for the CT side. And, well, Snatcher's left to save that AK. There's no sense in throwing it away. He's going to try and regress, actually, towards this CT spawn. So maybe there is something he's going to be looking for. Oh, no. Not like this, boys. No Kevlar, no kit, no utility. Incendiary's through. Oh, he's lined him up! Almost! Almost! Ted out of position, heard some of those footsteps. What can Roland find from here, though? Nade a little bit late. They've already made their way out short. M4 thinks he might be safe. Has no idea what's going on, and the kill can come through nice and easy. Plopsky deals with Fiku out towards the B site control. Hampers gets Reitz as well, and Roland, well, he's out of the round here. And NIP, they've found their form once again. 15-9. The A site, though, as AGO are set to hold the defense.
There is a lot of deagles up close and personal on this A site, and they're going to be running into the stack. The AK's been picked up, maybe get thrown over to a player that's got some armor, and the execution's coming in.
And there's Plopsky and Rez with those 2 kills. 1 player back again, not Molotoved off. The P250 will face, and he will fall, leaving an order Snatcher. The AK picked up and unfortunately left alone. Oh, Rez! The big guy, the previous map for the NIP side, now getting a blind spray, and Snatchy only landing a tag to Hampus. So much work being done, but not enough to actually get the kills. Now AGO are the ones that are struggling to open up these rounds and get frags on their CT board. Mid to B play, Reed sprays through the smoke, so gets 2 frags and now relieves a lot of the pressure that sets on Roland. Here towards the corner, Plopsky blind with a flashbang. Assistance from Furlan, now 2 players left. North with the AWP though, can't land the second kill, and the bomb's been dropped in mid. It's all on Hampus. No idea where Roland is at, can't see that player on the site. We need to isolate him first and foremost. Get that pick, look back towards the doors, look back towards window as well. That's where the next CT is playing from. As he creeps up, the crossfire is locked with the orb being watched back from mid, and Snatchy shuts it down. Appropriate for him to close out the map and the series for AGO as they beat NIP 2-1.